All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from Amp Live and Amp Live Real Estate Show. Come to you live for Mindset Monday or Mindset Money Monday, whatever you prefer. It all came about over a period of time of going back and working old leads and resurfacing those leads. But today we're going to keep it all about mindset, and as well as going to get into the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator or Amp Live Accelerator program. We're going to talk about that today. We're also going to talk about mindset and how important mindset is. I got a couple of topics here. I usually don't. Well, there's some topics, but it's not like all written out and all fancy smancy or a teleprompter or anything. It's always live, real, and raw. Today is Mindset Money Monday. Let me pull that up for you. The Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'll be your host today for a few minutes here, and then obviously just to get the week going, right? Because I'm sure usually on Mondays, it depends on the situation of the weekend or the week or what's going on in people's lives, right? I'll be your host. I'm Eric from AHA and Amp Live, sponsored by VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. Step into excellence. At the same token, today is usually on the weekend. People are going through stuff. Sometimes it's an awesome weekend, and whether it's real estate related or family, and their Mondays are awesome, right? And they're having a great day. They're having looking forward to the week and ready to roll. And then sometimes during the weekend, it could be family, it could be personal issues, it could be life, it could be, hey man, geez, these deals, what's going on with the seller, the buyer, the investor, and then Mondays are just like, blah, shit, it's a Monday, right? And people are like, you know what, man, I don't know. It's all about keeping yourself fired up and motivated. And it can be very difficult to stay motivated every single day, and being consistent about staying motivated and having discipline to do that, right? Or at least knowing how to do that. I think that comes over a period of time. It's like anything else. When you work out and you work out a lot or whatever it is that you do, a lot of it's based on muscle memory. A lot of people convert back to their old ways. It is do stuff, right? And it triggers. Unless you're reprogramming your mind. So I've been talking to several people for this last week since we got the pre-launch of the Amp Live Accelerator, the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. And that's coming out on April 30th. So this Thursday is the full launch. Definitely jump aboard and get part of the pre-launch. It's a $12,000 program being sold for $147. And it is a 6-week coaching program. There's live coaching and all that good stuff. It's basically a version or a smaller version of our one-on-one mentoring program. So we're still actively 24/7 putting that together and getting ready for the launch on April 30th, which is Thursday. So definitely grab a link, or there'll be some QR codes and things of that nature. I'll go ahead and pull that up in a little bit. But today we're just going to talk about mindset, and how it affects your business, how it can keep you going in this business, how it can keep you going in any entrepreneur type business. And it is PMA, a positive mental attitude, along with action, obviously is the key ingredient, but staying positive, sometimes it's hard, right, to stay positive. So whatever works for you. Sometimes it's music, right? Music to calm you down, or whether it's rock and roll, heavy metal, country, classical. I've been doing this vibration thing and frequencies. It's kind of cool, whether it works or not. I'm sure, hey, it's all in the mind, right? Placebo effect or not, because really the only thing you have control over is your own mind, right? You get to decide whether you want to be angry and pissed off for the day or not, and it's very hard sometimes, right? So I get it, but I'm here to keep you fired up and motivated. This is all about the Mindset Money Monday and keeping you going for the week. I do have a little note here. Let me see what I got pulled up here. I wanted to share a couple of things. And this is obviously in regards to creative real estate investing. Okay, so let me share. I got a topic here. Which one is it? There's a few topics here, and I think I like this one the best. Let me see. Where is it at? There's also some links in the Facebook group. So this is being streamed live across different social media platforms. And inside the group, it's called Let's Share Real Estate Investment Deals Together. There's a private link to actually show your mug in here, show your wares, and I'm doing that we're doing it just to put that live inside the Facebook group, so you can actually come and you can share your deals. You can share your stories, the good, bad, and ugly. If you got software, you got maybe a product owner of some sort, love to hear it. Love to hear from you. I will definitely check it periodically, because sometimes I forget. I don't have the big staff over here going, oh, let's check out this, let's check out the chats and stuff. And so it's just a matter of seeing it. If I see you, raise your hand, and I'll go ahead and let you into this live here. All right, why you don't need cash to buy real estate, okay? Now, the bank isn't the only one who can be the lender. What if the seller was, right? And it's true. Seller finance, subject to type of deals, that's what we're going to be talking about. That's what the AMP Live Accelerator program is about. It's about wholesaling, lease options, and subject to type deals and seller financing, right? We put together an awesome calculator. It's actually, we've been working on it and changing it, things of that nature, and adding stuff to it as well. I'm going to share that with you. That's going to be for tomorrow for Tuesday Deals Day, but I'm also going to share it a little bit for today as well. So this way we're talking about deals because there are deals on the table. Usually Monday's a good day. It's an admin day. Tuesday's a great day to go out and hit the field or get on the horn and start working deals, as well as Monday. So you can set that up and set your schedule up for the week. All right, so let me see. Seller financing, sub 2 basics, the psychology of I can't afford it versus how can I structure the deal. And that's what it's about. It's about structuring those deals, right? Understanding and knowing how to structure those deals. The accelerator teaches you 5 low cash strategies most investors never, ever learn. And that's the beauty about this, right? Because we're going to be sharing proprietary stuff with you. And I'm excited about it. I'm very excited. It is a Monday. Usually Mondays are kind of, weird, but, it is what it is. Let me see. Let me go over here. And I'm going to move this over here to this. And then I'm going to share the calculator with you. But Monday. So if you reading it definitely helps you out. So sometimes this got set up. I'm not sure if it's set up on the right platform here. Let me do some checking real quick. 1 second. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're live. Cool. Awesome. Beautiful. All righty. So if you are in the Facebook group, definitely you should have got a link. Okay. If there's a link, definitely reach out. And there's a private chat. Let's put it in howdy when you jump in, as well as the regular chat. And there is a link there. There is a typo in it. It's a 147 price, and then it goes to, for the first 50, then it goes to the next 50 at 1997. Then the next 50 goes back to 12,000. All right, here we go. Howdy. Okay, so this is the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. You can scan the QR code right there and lock your spot in. Once we hit 50, the 147 is gone, and then it's going to move to 1997, okay? And then after we get those 50, then we're moving again. So there's a lot of videos, a lot of lives that I did over the weekend with some training, definitely talking about breaking down some deals with the calculator and the deal automator and LOI and offer, writer that we put together that we're using for ourselves, as well as mentees that come aboard, and we're sharing this all with you, as well as a bunch of bonuses, unadvertised bonuses, right? But I guess, like I said before, right? Monday. What is a Monday? A lot of times, I'll tell you a great thing on how Mindset Money did come about, and it was about people going back, going, man, these leads were hot, and then they died off, or they said they wanted to postpone, or wanted to, maybe not sell or take the deal off the market, or they changed their mind, and then all of a sudden, boom, let's shoot out a bunch of emails to the ones that were hot, and then not. And let's revitalize them and turn them into hot leads again. So simple email went out, simple text went out. Are you still interested in selling your property? And boom, 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 boom. People started responding. And they said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we decided to go ahead and sell after all. Okay, great. Can I get your email so we can get you an offer? Sure, no problem. Here's your email. And we just start drafting offers, and boom, 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 shooting them out. And then it obviously enacted a phone call. Well, you know what? Can I talk to you? Because we want to try to work out this deal and this stuff, and then actually move forward. And then some of them were belly to belly, where we had to go to the property, walk the property, and then solidify the actual deal at the property by walking it. We call that the art of the deal, or the art of walking the house, which is it's an art in itself, right? We like to get pictures, we like to get videos, we like to get a punch list of what needs to happen for the repairs and to confirm a lot of things, build that relationship with the seller. And you can still do that on the phone as well and through text, right? So it's possible. You just got to spend more time, got to ask more questions, and you got to build that relationship with them, so they like, love, and trust you, so you rock a deal with them and help them out with their current situation. And that's usually how it works with stuff like that. But it's all about, and it is, about the mindset. It's about having mindset. 99%, I said this before, 99% is mindset, 90% is showing up. And someone said, "Oh, I don't. The math doesn't add up." So it's like, what does that mean? Right? The math doesn't add up. So 90% show up because look, you need another 10% to keep you going, right? You can flip it however you want. I'm just sharing it. That's how it comes out 9 times out of 10 from watching people do the business and get in it and drop out, get in, drop out, get in, get on the horse, get off the horse, and all this good stuff, right? Spin their wheels, shiny object syndrome. Oh, I need better credit. I need more money. I need to get investors. I need to talk to buyers. Blah, 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 blah. Well, they should just, hey, it's not their fault, right? You watch the videos, and it's not your fault. Watch videos and TikTok. Even watching this, right? I was like, I'm going to take off on a little tangent here, but it's everybody wants your attention. I get it, right? From these things. Okay. Because I'm like here trying to listen to some music, trying to put on some vibrations and frequency and just, meditate and do my thing, and then at the same token, just when I'm, working, it kind of like some people listen to classical music, and maybe when you get fired up, you want to listen to something more upbeat. You want to calm down, you listen to some other music that's going to put you in a different state of mood. And then all of a sudden, boop, here comes, a shitty YouTube ad pops up, and then some other ad pops up, and then you go through the feed, and you're like, man, everybody is selling something. But the thing is with me, hey, at the end of the day, yes, we all got something to sell. We should. If you don't, then hey, I get it. It's okay. But I'm at that point in my career where, we have a program, we consult, we train, we mentor, we do deals, we have brokerage, lending, and traditional stuff with the public sector and in the private sector. And we bring all that to the table for ourselves and others, right? So it's a God-driven, I guess, destiny, if you want to call it, a God-driven lifestyle. It's what I decided to do based on, those things that I've seen in life. And then going, hey, do we really want to help people? That's why 2026, 27, right? Things are changing. People are saying stuff, right? People are going, man, what do I do? What type of career do I want to have? How do I want my life to be perceived? I got to take care of my health. I got to take care of my family, my kids, my aunt, my uncle, all that good stuff, right? And, it all comes down to, deciding what you want to be and do. It doesn't matter how old you are, 18, 8, 80, 90, whatever, because it's all the same. We're all human beings, so we all kind of want the same thing, right? We all want recognition. We all want money. We all want things that other people have and things of that nature, or vice versa. Some want simpler lives, and that's okay until they don't. Then some want, the extravagant life, and then they want the simpler life, So everything changes because we're human beings, right? And that's just part of evolution, part of, moving forward as you get older in life. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you really quick. It's the Amp Live TV. Definitely like, love, and share. I'd appreciate it. So I'm kind of just calm today right now. Tomorrow I'll be super fired up. Heck, I might be even fired up a little bit later on, depending on what drops down the wire today, right? So, I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited for April 30th. That's Thursday with the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Definitely jump aboard and grab it. If you've ever wanted to get into real estate, or you're in real estate and you want to segue from the bird dog to wholesale into creative real estate investing and be able to do those things, well, this is just not a wholesaling program. It's not just a creative, I should say, a lease option program or a BRRRR program or even, sub 2. That was my thing. I said, if we launch this thing, we have modules, you go in there, but I don't want to have one module for sale, another module for sale, and another module for sale. We're actually condensing it and taking it from our one-on-one mentoring program and putting it into this program, which is the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, or the Amp Live Accelerator for short. And I wanted to make sure that, it's going to deliver for you guys and gals. So definitely, reach out if you have questions, but it's a no-brainer. At the end of the day, we are moving from one to many, or moving to one to many. Still with the one-on-one mentoring, we're still rocking and rolling with that. Scan that QR code up at the top, and you can jump into the group. Let me see what we got over here already. Okay, cool. And we'll be back at 6:30 live again with that private link. Okay, it's going to be inside the Facebook group. It's called the Let's Share Real Estate Investment Deals Together. And I'll share this with you a little bit, and then we'll talk a little bit more about mindset, what you need to do, and I'll circle back into Mindset Monday, right? So we started writing those, back to the story, we started writing those offers. They started writing those offers, and then they started saying, yeah, hey, here's my email, get me an offer. So we'd shoot off an offer or an LOI, which is a letter of intent. And then that would start the whole conversation, rocking and rolling, moving forward. And then we'd either set an appointment to go to the property if it was a mentee and they're out in Florida or somewhere in California or somewhere in the Midwest. Obviously, they're the ones that are going to go along with our guidance, and we're walking through the property with them, the art of walking the house, along with myself and us and the team there to be able to chit chat, talk with the sellers. So we're building a relationship with them while we're working with you. If you become a mentee or a student of the Amp Live Accelerator, that we're going to be doing the same thing. Okay, every month or every week, there's going to be a coaching call. You can bring your deals to the table. Okay, we're going to analyze them, like I mentioned before. Okay. There's a money back guarantee at the end of the day. 90 days, you don't get a deal. Hey, no questions asked, going to give you your money back. But it is an action-based program. So, you have to show up, and you got to take action. If you don't take action, then nothing's going to happen for you, and it's tied to that. Okay. Also, there's the other bonuses that you can see here. I won't get into them too much, but I've kind of hit it hard on the weekend as well as today and tomorrow and Wednesday. Yes, that's all we're going to be rocking and rolling is the Amp Live American Mentee Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. And the bonuses are obviously, geared towards helping you out. All right. So, but it's very simple. It's easy, right? It's real training, it's real strategies, and there's real results. But back to the story is that, we're able to get deals. Someone, I think one had like 2 or 3 properties, had a multi-property, I think it was a fourplex, and then a house, and then something else. And they're just literally moving out of state. So they want to get rid of their inventory, take their money, and go buy property where they're going to live because they like to be close to it. They want to touch it and smell it type of investor. They want to do, stuff where it's too far to manage or rely on management or rely on other people, right, to get things done, which I understand, right? Definitely, because it could be good and it could be a nightmare. It's all about who you have on the other side, if they're knowledgeable or if they're at least taking action and doing what needs to be done and solving problems where you're not having to step in, because that could be a nightmare too. And you're trying to fix stuff and you're going, okay, then every time that person shows up or something happens, then it's costing you money, or the management team's not doing what they do, the contractor's not doing what they do. And the last thing you want to do is jump on a plane to go fix all that crap, right? But unless you're jet setting already and you got properties all over the place and that's your jam, then hey, that's cool too, right? You can make it a lifestyle and fly around, check out all your properties and do what you need to do, hire and fire people, right? So that's pretty cool. But at the same token, some people just want it in their area where they can smell it, touch it, and feel it. And those investors are, I get it, no problem. I got investors here in Southern California, right? They're looking for fix and flip. And if it's nice and juicy, they'll take it down sub 2, they'll take it down seller finance, they'll buy it cash, they'll fix it up, and then they'll rent the son of a bitch out only in that area because they know that area, right? It's their backyard. They're like, this is where I want to be. This is where we're going to put our, and they may live 30 minutes away, maybe 45 minutes. It's still the same state. So it's not, it's easy peasy to go and take care of if they need to, but it is what it is. But that's how Mindset Money Monday came about and things of that nature. And obviously Tuesdays, is something new. It's usually like Thursday. We just mess with it. Usually I take the day off. I don't take the day off, but take the day off on this live stuff and not worry about it because it is usually a sales day for onboarding mentees as well as working deals and hammering deals and working out, stuff like that, things of that nature to work out the paperwork or close them or whatever. It's a sales day. I like to call it a sales day on Tuesday. And then Wellness Wednesday, Thursday Deals Day, another sales day, and then Friday highlights, and then some Saturday training in the field, and then back to the Sunday rants and raves. But I want to share that graphic with you. Definitely if you're interested, definitely reach out and touch bases with you. I would say scan that QR code right there, okay? Because look, this is an opportunity, for anybody who wants to get involved in real estate. We're going to help you, all right? I know that sounds cliche at the end of the day, right? But no, I take pride in what we do. I take pride in working with people and working with those people. Sometimes I spend too much time with them. But with this particular program, it's a little bit different. That's why it's going to help me release a lot of my time. And we're going to be coaching one-to-many, building the community in school and things of that nature, as well as that's why I'm spending so much time on getting this program out and making sure that all the modules and all the videos and all the, the vault is what it is. So we have the contracts, the agreements, all that good stuff that we use we're going to share with you. You can use them or get something else. It doesn't matter, but we're just going to guide you. And working deals, going to help you get your first deal, second deal, third deal, or maybe you already got a couple of deals. We're going to help you get more deals and help you build your business in an actual business manner, right? Where you can think of it, because a lot of people get into this business, especially these chats I've been having for this last couple of weeks, is that people are not treating it like a business. It's like put your toes in, try it out, maybe side hustle, too many videos, bought a course, not working it, or it didn't work for them for whatever reason. Coaches disappear, mentors disappear, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? But we've been here, we're not going anywhere. We'll be here, or I'll be here until the good Lord comes take me away at the end of the day, right? And so this is what we do, this is what I do, and we're always there, right? At the end of the day, we'll always show up to the party. If you don't show up to the party, well, hey, I don't know what to say, right? Shame on you for not showing up. You need to show up. If you don't show up, nothing's going to happen. But I can guarantee you, we will always show up. I will always show up to the party. I'll always answer you back. And let's, but at the same token, if we don't work with, people are rude to our staff, or, think that, hey, I paid for this, I paid for that, and thinking that you bought a car or something like that. And you can, you're not buying a widget. You're investing in yourself, and we're investing in you, even at this measly pennies of $147, right? It's not a lot. For what we're delivering. It's a $12,000 program that we're delivering to you, but it's super important. Why I'm doing that is to get students, right? To get people. I want to help them. We're going to make money. They're going to make money, but we're going to get testimonials. It's going to help us blow up the program. That's the reason for it, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't even mess with that. I'd just leave it at the 12K. And if you come in, you come in. If you don't, you don't. I know what we are, the value of the program, my value of time, and our value with the team and stuff. So, I think it's a beautiful thing. Definitely take advantage of it. It's not bullshit, right? So if you see this, God bless you. Several people after having conversations, and the same thing happens all the time. Say, oh man, God's blessing me. God's answering my prayers. Shit, I can't even talk anymore. Prayers, and God is, we're talking for a reason. It's always for a reason, of course. I don't believe in coincidences. Things happen for a reason at the end of the day. Based on your momentum, based on action, based on what you do and your discipline and how you do stuff, and putting it out there to vibrations to the universe and God, and what your thoughts are, because thoughts are things. But let's keep that. But like today is about, Mindset Monday. So hopefully that helps with getting you fired up, and definitely want to talk. If you got deals, bring them down the wire. We'll, let me see what we got over here. We'll break them down. I want to share something with you. It's kind of cool. Let me see if I can pull it up here. This is, where's it at? There it is. All right. It's coming up. Cool. There it is. Sub 2 fix and flip calculator through Amp Live and Amp Live Media, right? It's brought to you by Amp Live and Amp Live Media. This is awesome. Now, this you can get a hold of, okay? When you come aboard and work with us exclusively, you'll get access to this calculator. And I believe it is going to you probably could get it free. It's not going to be the foil calculator. It'll be the calculator where you can actually pop it in. You can pop out deals. It's going to tell you, right? I'll show you how to work it. But the one that you'll get does have 4 tabs. The first one is obviously the calculator or the deal automator. And then the second one is based on your numbers for the fix and flip and putting in all those numbers. And then the third one is going to be for your maximum allowable offer. And then it's going to tell you, hey, the last one is going to say, hey, is this a deal? Is it not a deal? Based on the holding cost, right? 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. It'll go all the way up to 12 months because things can happen, right? There could be, anything can happen in the market, could shift and it could change economically, the winter, God stuff can happen, storms, whatever. And you're like, oh my God, this is going longer and longer and longer, but at least it'll share with you the holding cost of your profit margin, if it goes, so you'll be able to dictate, man, I think do I need to offer this much? I need to offer less. And it's going to help you with your wholesale deals. It's going to help you with the sub 2 deals. It's going to help you with your buy and hold deals. That's the beauty about this calculator. You can use it for all 3. So it doesn't have to say, oh, this is a wholesale calculator, boink. Now you can pop something out there. We probably have them, but hey, this one takes care of it. And at least you'll know more of the numbers. So then you can actually sell this deal to someone who wants a wholesale deal at 60, 65 cents on the dollar plus your fee. And if it doesn't work that, then, you can sell it if you're working out a deal with the seller and you're like, you know what? Hey, I can still make money, or you can show how a buyer can still make money based on the maximum allowable offer, even if it's over 70%, 73. We've took them all the way to 80 and 85 and still show a profit because the property is a lot more expensive, or the repairs were just easy peasy, get in, and the costs were very minimal. So the profit margin was there. All right, so that's what I'll share with you. I'm probably gonna do some training on maybe Tuesday for tomorrow, Deals Tuesday, or I might just come back and do it at 6:30, simply because I'm excited about the whole program, excited about this, I'm excited about all the stuff that we're gonna be delivering to you, and I'm super excited to share this with you. But check this out. I believe I'm gonna scan through it real quick, but this is awesome. Okay, so where's it at? Let me see. There it is. Okay. So you can analyze any subject to deal in real time, enter the numbers, see the profit, maximum allowable offer, return investment, and all that good stuff. And it does have the full deal scorecard instantly. So fix and flip, instant analysis. You pop in your address right there, boink, and you're good, right? You can go ahead and put in the numbers. Say it's like 600. We were working on over the weekend. It was like 650,000. The current market rent and all that good stuff is going to break it down to the interest rate, right? So, and also going to show you how to find those properties that have 2, 3, 4, 5% interest rates, equity, and stacking the list. The more problems, the more issues, the more money you make, the more valuable you become to a seller by solving those problems. And we'll keep on rocking and rolling. So I'm not going to get into everything, but I just want to kind of roll. I'm just kind of proud of it and wanted to share it with you so you can see it. Right here, it's just basically saying it's a strong deal. Based on all these numbers that have been put in here for this deal. I'll just go with the meat and potatoes, right? 24% profit margin strong, which is very strong. It's usually, 10, 12, 13, 14, under 20. Return and a strong deal, pull the trigger. So if it was a low one, like if I put, let me see. See if I put like 415. See, 425 is going to say, hey, it's negative. This is not a good deal. Because the existing mortgage is $395. All right, plus with all the expenses, let's go $599. See, no, let's do this. Let's do $535. 1, 2, 3. That's 8%. And there are some investors that will do 8. Let's try to get it to 10. So let's go 550. There we go, 11.1%. It says a marginal lower your price. It says, right? Okay, so. There's a marginal deal, lower your price. That doesn't make sense. Okay, anyways. So anything that you find on here, definitely let us know. But this is what I'm going to deliver to you. You can this should be up live by probably later on today or tomorrow. And you can actually get it. I'll give you the link. You can go and use it. And but like I said, it'll do what it needs to do. Maximum. So this is right here. See, like, let's put it back to what it was. I think we had it at 650. Right, that's 650 is the actual retail for this property, and then we're looking at maximum, and then and it's going to tell you right here. Here's the cool stuff right here. If you take a look at this, let's see, make sure it's coming up over here. Is it cool? All right, great. Let me double check. So right here it says maximum at this is your 70% rule for the wholesaling, right? 388. Now obviously we couldn't offer one. Let me see, can we? What's the mortgage? 395. So couldn't even offer that anyways at the 70. 65 is 356, and maximum allowable offer, right, is 389. So therefore a wholesaler would have to move on, right? But guess what? If you're working with us, then you actually jump in where the stuff that we're sharing with you with the Amp Live Accelerator, the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. You can still do deals, right? You're leaving money on the table if you don't. That's the bottom line, because most people will, wholesalers are going to split. Oh, well, I can't take that offer. And even if the seller was willing to take the offer, they couldn't take the offer because it's what they owe plus all the expenses. It would be a negative deal. All right. So it's over maximum level offer. But let me show you where the money's at. Right. You can actually still make a profit. The gross profit's 156. Okay. Profit margin's 24. We got the savings here. We got this here. So at the end of the day, the profit versus conventional financing is 157.63. Okay, that's gross profit. All right. So the proceeds, and then we're looking at profit margin 24. And it's 157.653. Active on the market days with the actual calculator or deal automator. It's going to break it down. You actually can change the ratings here for velocity rating and comp spread and all that good stuff, right? Moderate spread, active market's good. You'll be able to change the days on the market because that's super important. The days on the market are super important. All right, especially right now. I'm seeing stuff from some are, 30 days, some are 40, and some are, 135, 140 days. It's kind of crazy. But I'm excited about this. Definitely would love to get this to you. Let me see. Is this moving? No, is it moving? Okay, there it is. All right. So definitely love to give this to you and share this with you. Also, we're going to be dropping this. We're going to do some training on this as well. Okay, this is the PropStream Subject to Deal Finder playbook. We're going to show you how to. We'll actually go live and we'll go into PropStream and we'll go through it and we'll pick a list and all that good stuff, right? And show you how this playbook works based off of the fields, based on the interest rates, the mortgage rate, days on the market, all that good stuff. Is there equity and is there a pre-foreclosure? Is it a divorce? Is it probate? Or is there more issues? Is it vacant? Is it are the out-of-state owners or out-of-state sellers at the end of the day? So all that stuff is super important when you're looking at these type of deals or any deal. It doesn't always have to be sub 2 because you got to remember you're just rolling and popping it into a funnel, right? So it may be a sub 2 deal, it might be a wholesale deal, it might be a fix and flip, buy and hold. But it's important to know the exit strategies, just like that particular deal I shared with you, right? A regular wholesaler would have walked away. But if you're working with us, no, we're not going to walk away from that deal. We're gonna provide options and provide some offers to the sellers and take that sucker down and make some money. Okay, that's the beauty of what we do. While a lot of others are leaving money on the table, we're going to make money together. Now, this is something special that we're going to deliver to you as well. We're just there's a couple templates that we're popping in there that I like that we use for all the mentees across the United States of America. It's right, professional LOIs and offers in under 2 minutes. Okay, it's a beautiful, lovely thing. So I'll go ahead and this is what the internal side looks like, and you'll be able to try it free, even if you don't come aboard, because we're going to be offering it for free. But it's going to be a way to get people into the programs. They can use it. Boom, boom, boom. They get an offer and you get it to use it a couple of times. We're not selling it. It's absolutely free. But you just got to put in a name and an email. We're good to go. And you'll probably get some offerings from us to purchase and jump into the program. But it does have 6 templates subject to seller finance, lease option, wholesale deals, conventional and all cash type deals. So that's awesome. And this is the wholesale one. So you just put in your information, boom, and it'll spit out an LOI. It is right now, it's branded through AHA, American Capital, or I should say, was it Amplive, AHA. But we're working on letting you brand it because the mentees want to be able to put their brand on there if they have a brand. But a lot of them just piggyback on the brand we have, the national brand. But as you can see, there's the wholesale one that'll pop out an LOI or an offer. This is for sub 2, and which is important when you're writing offers. Okay, so because once you get those deals and you're pulling that data from PropStream or any other, you can use PropStream, you can use Batch, you can use Property Radar, you can use Deal Machine, wherever there's data, you can pull data. Like I said, but this is the thing with the next thing here where we're going to share with you, and this is important. You need this, and you need to get it. The real estate software tech stack. Okay, and that's going to be based on, well, you need to have a machine to run your business, right? So we're going to share the CRMs that we use and CRMs that are good, and you can decide on what tech stack you want to use, even when you come aboard and work with us through our one-on-one or through the Amplive Accelerator program. You'll set up the CRM, and then we're going to talk about the text and ring this voice message and all that other good stuff and everything that goes into that. Kind of go through a couple of slides here. You can go ahead and take a look at it. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I don't want to take too much of your time for today, Monday. Unless if you're enjoying it, then cool. Definitely like, love, and share. Appreciate it. Like I mentioned, this is being shared on several platforms right now. So let's go through the problem most people have. There's the tech stack. You don't need 7 tools. 3 will work. PropStream and Batch Leads. PropStream actually bought Batch Leads. This is kind of a little Property Radar is a good one for pre-foreclosures, and their data is pretty good as well for pre-foreclosures and other types of data, as well as Deal Machine. I believe that's in here right here. There you go. Deal Machine is great for driving for dollars, looking up LLCs, photo mailers, and all that other good stuff, right? Where you can track your team of door knockers, or if you have a team out in the field, which is cool. Prop Lab is awesome to break down those AI deals. So we'll get into that on probably this Saturday coming up, or maybe on Wednesday. Rehab Valuator is okay if you got like, their software, the UI or user interface is okay. It's a little clunky and bumpy, a little old, but unless they've updated it. But at the same token, it does pop out like, hey, here's what you need. And then you can give it to a hard money lender or go try to sell it to a private money lender or whatever and get some private money to do your deals. Here's the actual tech stack, tool number 6, deal check. That's free too. That's a great way to analyze your deals. If you're like, man, I'm not good at numbers, or you don't want to trust your own numbers, but you should, okay? You should get as good as an appraiser or as good as a real estate agent or broker and doing your comparables, or what we like to call CMA, comparable market analysis, okay? Now, obviously, you can jump in to here's how the stack works, right? So what I would do is I'd probably, if you're just starting out, start off with 3, Prop Stream and maybe Prop Lab, and then probably REI Reply for your CRM. If you're like rocking and rolling 3, 4, 5, 10 deals a month or more, then you're going to want to set up the whole stack, right? Which is good. At the same token, this will help you eliminate a lot of the, that's the word I'm looking for, a lot of the I guess spinning of your wheels, shiny objects, and going, should I use this tool? Should I use this tool? Should I use this tool? I tried this tool, I don't like it. I tried this tool, it has too many bells and whistles. I tried, it's so hard to set up, and I got to get somebody to set it up for me, and I'm going to Fiverr, I'm going to go here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You just spin your wheels for a long ass time and then get frustrated and either quit, or you'll start it, but then you won't finish it. Trust me, it happens. I've done it. We all do it. But we like to test stuff, so I'm a bit of a stubborn person. So I'll grab something and we'll use it over and over. If it's good and it's giving us results, and then we test it up against other ones like PropWire against PropStream, Batch Leads against Skip Butler, and what else we got? There's all kinds of CRMs against REI Reply. Some are clunky, some are bumpy, but and then we pick the ones that we feel are working for us, and then we'll endorse them and share them. So inside the vault, all that stuff's going to be in there. All these guides, and obviously, everything, the videos, audios that you can take on the road with you. The calculator is mobile optimized, so you can, rock and roll deals at the kitchen table while you're driving anywhere, or if you're at the airport or at work. All these things, that makes it easy to be able to use your phone, your iPad, or when you're at, work or home or whatever, you can use a desktop and a laptop, right, to do the business. So a beautiful, lovely thing. Let me keep on rolling here. I wasn't going to go through the full stack, but hey, why not, right? Let's see what else we got up in here in this goody. Here we go. So you're going to get to AHA Sub 2 deal calculator and the Amp Live Sub 2 fix and flip calculator, which is awesome, which I just shared with you. Those will be in the vault. And there'll be 2 different vaults. There'll be the vault that comes with the Amp Live Accelerator. And if you want to, step up and get the vault, is a couple, I think it's, a little bit more. It doesn't cost that much more, but there'll be a lot more stuff in there as far as, videos and cases and all the lives that we do for the training. We're going to be dropped into the vault as well. So that's a beautiful, awesome thing. Let's see, we go, what do we got? Oh, this is true. I wasn't going to share this, but it's true, right? Most people will never close a real estate deal, not because they're not smart, but because they never take action, right? And it's going to help you take action. It's always good when you have somebody working with you, or you have some guidance like me when I got my mentor, right? Of course, I did a lot of the work, a lot of the studying. I watched CDs and I read books, right? I didn't watch any videos. I shouldn't lie. They were actually, CDs, right? CDs are videos. I watched them over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and looked for all the little golden nuggets, and then broke down the numbers as they wrote the numbers, and listened to what they said and how they said it, and look for and figure it out, because they weren't telling you. They didn't give you the recipe. They didn't share. It's kind of like glazed over even in the videos. But if you watch them long enough, you can actually read between the lines. You can see the forest through the trees. And if you know your numbers, I started breaking down the numbers. I go, that's not a deal. That's impossible to be able to buy that deal and fix and flip it. How did they do it? Watched it over and over and over. And all of a sudden it was like, what? Oh, okay. They use creative real estate investing. Boom, a light popped off in my head. And then I went on a tangent to say, what the heck is creative real estate investing? What is, what the heck is this, private money and, and subject to and seller finance stuff and lease options and rent to own. I just opened up everything in a bigger light. So as I started studying all that stuff, I picked one and I looked at what is the one that most people are doing, and then what is the one that most people are not doing, what takes longer, because more people are not going to be doing that, which creates a niche, right? And then you can learn it, become an expert, do it faster and quicker than anybody else. And now you got yourself a niche that other people just don't want to do. Okay. Or they're too lazy or they can't figure it out or whatever. And that's where sub 2 came down the wire. Right. So, that's what it takes, sometimes to get to where you want to get to. But the great thing about this is that you get to piggyback. You get to piggyback on our 20, 40 years of experience. You get to piggyback on all the mistakes that we have done in the past you won't have to deal with, right? Or cost you money, because we've already figured those things out. So it's an easy way to get into the business, and plus we're not going to let you, if we're working together, I'm going to say, hey, it's your business. You can go that direction. You can go that route if you like. We'll wait right here and we'll wait for you, until you're done, because we know it's going to be a shit show, right? Or it's just not going to work out. And then you're going to come back and you say, okay, what do we do? What do I do? Let's go this way. This is where the money's at. This is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to structure the deal. And then you're learning, right? You're going, okay, this is cool. I just saved myself, months and months, if not years, of spinning those wheels. So, it's not that people are not smart, because people are, trust me. Right? It's just, you just need kind of some guidance to guide you, right? Because think of it like going to Disneyland. You see all this cool stuff. I want to get on that ride. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. Well, this here's if you go to Disneyland a lot, then you go, hey, during the day we go over here because there's not many people going over here. And then the daytime, the evening, you go over here because there's not many people doing this. And you go, unless you want that, I want that thrill ride at night. Then okay, then you got to pay the price and stand in line, right? and wait for hours to do that. Or you buy what, right? The cheapos just wait in line, and the ones that have some buckaroos are willing to invest in that. Then they do what? They pay for the fast pass. They go, okay, cool. I want to be able to rock through that line and sit there while everybody's sitting in line. They're all staring at you while you're walking by. Oh, let's go. Got a fast pass. Let's get on that sunbuck and go get on some more rides, right? So you're using your best use of time. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing with the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, right? You can start off here and then eventually move into the mentoring program and the one-on-one mentoring and done for you program. So it's all relevant to those things. We can have a call. Definitely, I believe you can pull this up, right? I'm going to pull this up real quick. You can book a call with myself and my team. I believe we'll definitely get into this right here. Jump on the book. I click that right there. That's for the Facebook group. And then I'm going to pull this up here, right here, so you can actually get into the program. And you scan that QR code, right? I believe that's the QR code for the program. And you can at least get in there, and then, we'll get you some stuff. We'll chit chat, talk, see what's going to be best for you. If this is a program, jump on it. If you feel that you, want more, then definitely, hey, we'll be more than happy to talk with you. But you'll have to book a call with myself and my team. And I believe that is right here. Let me see. There's a lot in here. There it is. It was the next one. All right. So you can book a call right there. You scan that QR code right there. I'll put my mug up here so you actually see me go right there. Boink, scan that QR code, scan it. Boink, right there. And book a call with myself and my team, okay? So, yeah, today, it's been a long weekend, so just kind of even kill right now. When I come back, usually it's like getting started, right? I think even when I played rock and roll, you get started in the first song, the second song, third song, then towards the end of the night, you're just blowing it up and you're all soaking wet and you're just kicking some ass doing your thing, right? And adrenaline's super, super high. I think the same thing with these, right? You do a video, then you do a second one, and a third one, you get fired up more and more. Or you're just already framed for it. You got the frame going, this is my goal, this is what's happening. Today, I just wanted to make it about easy peasy mindset to keep you fired up. You either had an awesome weekend and you have a PMA attitude, a positive mental attitude, or you had a shitty weekend and you got an NMA attitude, a negative mental attitude, and everything is shitty, everything's bad, everything's ugly, the world's horrible, and You need to change that, right? You can change it on a dime. You probably think I'm full of shit, but you can change it on a dime by changing your frame, changing how you frame things, changing that positive mentality, changing it from an NMA to a PMA, positive mental attitude. And it's not bullshit, right? It's like people say, oh, fake it till you make it, or pretend this or pretend that, or, smile. Yes. I'm not gonna lie. If you smile and you say something nice to someone else and they smile, guess what? It's contagious. You just made somebody happy and enlightened their life for a few moments. And then that comes back to you. The vibes come back to you, right? Or then all of a sudden someone says something nice to you and you're like, oh shit, this is cool. Now that's what I needed, right? I just needed a nice confirmation of, hey, thanks. I appreciate that. So I'm going to tell you right now, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me and us here at AHA Amp Live and the American Mentee program and all that good stuff, and VIP Execs Realty lending and investments in luxury properties. So stay positive. Keep on rocking and rolling. I'm going to see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I will be back at 6:30, and we'll have that exclusive link inside the Facebook group. And then we'll do some Mindset Monday, but I want to break down a deal. So I'm going to break out the calculator. I'm going to pull another deal that we're looking at, and then we're going to do the numbers. If you have any deals in the Facebook group, all right, remember that link is going to be in there. So it's just private for the Let's Share Real Estate Investment deals together. And I think it might be in the Creative Real Estate Investing group. So if you have the link, you can click it, you can sign in, and then you should be able to show up here like Chris did yesterday. He's walking his baby and all that good stuff, right? So I commend him for just showing up and being present, front and center. That's what it takes, right? You just got to show up to the party. We'll always show up to the party. That's for damn sure. All right. So you can scan that QR code right there and book some time with myself and my team, and we'll love to speak with you. I'm also going to pull this up right here for the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator right there. Now there's two links, right? This is for the 6-week program, right? So you just sign up, you lock your spot in, okay? As long as it's locked in, we will honor the 147 until April 30th. Once that's gone, it's gone. And once we hit the 50, it's gone. And then it's going to move to the next 50, okay? So, excuse me, that's my promise to you. And if you need the link, you just want to jump on it right now. This is the pay link right here. It's the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. You scan that QR code right there. Right there. Okay? And you'll be able to lock in your spot and jump aboard, okay? Like I said, it's only for the first 50, and then it's gone. Then it's probably never ever going to do that ever again. But I don't know. It just depends, right? At the end of the day, how things turn out, and go from there, okay? As far as the price point and all that good stuff, because it doesn't make sense to do that. But like I said, there's some videos explaining on why we're doing it, and hopefully it benefits you. All right, so what do we got here? See what else? I think I wanted to share a little something. And this is about being able to purchase properties, leveraging these properties. Oh, here we go. I want to give you this too. Scan that QR code right there. Hunting Deals is going to help you. Introduction to who we are right here. You can see it on the screen. And the branding. Inside the vault, yes, we're going to share marketing pieces with you, right? Flyers, postcards, cards, all those things that you're going to need in the business. You can piggyback on our brand, or you can, get yourself a, somebody who can tweak out these and change them for you and put your branding on them, okay? But the templates are already there, which is a beautiful, lovely thing. And I will drop this for sure because we are still rocking the American Mentee program. I don't like mixing them up, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. This is for the American Mentee program, the true one-on-one mentoring program. We're looking only a handful. Every quarter we'll take on a handful of peeps. And that's for the done with you, done for you program. It's not for everybody. It's only going to be for the people who take this. I'm not saying that you're not serious on any program, but even if you are, it's usually for business owners or people wanting to, do this full time, and they know exactly, or they've been, beat up in the past with $500, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 programs. They're still spinning their wheels. They won't have to do that anymore, including the Amp Live Accelerator. If you're spinning your wheels, you won't have to do that anymore because we're going to spend the time, because we're dedicating our time to be able to help you with the business, okay? And I guarantee you there's nobody out there doing that. Usually you'll get, Facebook groups, and the communities are fine, But that's kind of like the blind leading the blind, or the top 10% are the ones that gobble up all the newbies, right? And they, pretty much turn them into bird dogs and things of that nature, right? If you know what that is, and workout deals, and you're not learning. You're just, even if you make a couple of bucks, it's not going to be the full amount that you should make, right? Because that's just the way it turns out. You don't believe me? Try it out and see what happens, right? It's just the way it is. I'm coming from a place of truth here, and I'm going to share those things with you. I'm not going to BS you at the end of the day, because it doesn't serve me, it doesn't serve us, and it's just not worth it, right? Especially right now in 2026 and 27. So I am on a thing about no noise, 1, 2, 3. I believe it's the Elon Musk thing, right? No noise, no BS, no drama. 1, 2, and 3 is the things, whatever's on the plate. That's why I'm focusing a lot of my time with the Amp Live Accelerator, as well as just stuff that we do in house. So if you don't hear from me, or I haven't returned your phone call, if it's booked, I'm going to attend. I'll be there, right? Because you book some time with myself and my team. That's different, right? But at the same token, it's kind of like, the madman in the dungeon, just doing what needs to do to get that done, and then resurface and move on to number 2, and then move on to number 3. Sometimes we never get to number 3 because 1 and 2 take care of 3 at the end of the day. Once we got to that, then we keep on rolling. And that's the play for 2026 and 2027, is the reason why we're doing what we're doing, because I know we can serve more people, we can help more people. And, I believe that's the way to go. Right. And I'm a stubborn person. That's why we've done it the way we've done it for such a long time, because it works. It's like, if it works and it's not broken, then you don't mess with it. But if it starts shifting and the market starts shifting, smart enough to at least know that we need to pivot, we need to move, we need to adjust and adapt and rock and roll, as I always say. Or you can adjust and adapt and perish. That's what most people do. So we're not going away. We're not going away anytime soon. Like I said, I'm stubborn. So, the good Lord had to come and take me away to stop me from what I'm doing and what we're doing here, and our cause and mission to help our fellow Americans across the United States of America. My goal is to help you do your first deal, second deal, third deal, and to build a relationship with you, because network is the net worth at the end of the day, and build those relationships with you and others. As you can see, I've turned it up. Something clicked in me. Oh, wow. Hey, here I go. It's a Mindset Money Mondays just activated in my brain, right? So I like to say, once again, if you haven't helped anybody, go out and help somebody. If you haven't helped your fellow American, go out and help a fellow American. It feels awesome. It feels great, right? At the end of the day. And I think we should be doing more of that stuff, right? It's not like, kumbaya and, all this good stuff, because it's true. It's true. We are human beings, and we need to interact. We need to help each other. And that's what it's all about. We are power in numbers at the end of the day. It is about power in numbers. We are Americans, supposed to be a self-governing people. So with that said, keep on rocking and rolling. I'm going to go live again at 6:30, and it's all about Mindset Money Monday. And if you're ready to do a deal, I want you to comment who wants in, and comment I am ready. Comment I am ready. Okay, that's what I'd like you to do, and do that now, because hey, when opportunity presents itself, you take advantage of it, you move forward, and you execute, right? Because that's where opportunity meets luck meets being prepared. If you're prepared, it's going to rock with you. If you're not prepared, then I get it. It's probably just not going to be for you right now. Or even, it doesn't matter what you do or how magical the program is. You still got to show up to the party, and you got to take action and do these things, right? But there it is again, Mindset Money Monday. Are you ready to do a deal? Who wants in? Comment I am ready. Anywhere in the chat, DM us, anywhere on any of the social media platforms. And that's all we need to know, is that's all I need to know. And we'll help you in the best possible way we can, whether it's, hey, point you in the right direction, book some time, which is free. It's not going to cost you a dime. But, you can go to an attorney and book some time with them. They're going to charge you 150, 200, 300, 400 bucks, right? So, but, because that's the other thing too. Time is precious. And that's one thing you cannot buy. That's something that's been on the plate for 2026, is that you cannot buy time. And, so time is valuable. And that's why we're doing and shifting and adjusting a lot of these things as we move forward, right? And automation is a beautiful, lovely thing. But at the same token, technology can, it works, but it can also take a shit. But you got to be patient, right? And then you got to have a staff and team to help you with all that good stuff. We're here to help you with any and all of that. So without further ado, I'm going to wrap this up. Rock and roll, and all that you do, keep on rocking and rolling. I'm going to put my mug back up here. Boink. Hopefully you have an awesome, glorious, wonderful Monday. Let me see, put this back up here too. Let's see what we got here. We'll put that there. So you can actually scan the QR code right there. Circle it, scan the QR code, lock your spot in. What else we got? You can join the Facebook group because I'd love to see your mug. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to answer any questions. I mean, I can do this all day long, but time permits. So ask questions. If you got a deal you want to go over, you want to JV on a deal possibly, but I get it. Some people come and say I got a deal, and they don't even know that they got a deal or don't know if they have a deal. I get all that. And there's others that are like, I got a deal. This is it. And then others are, got egos, and some are jerks, and some are, biatches, and, some are just awesome people, right? So there's a little bit of everything, and that's okay. That's what life's about, right? But once again, without further ado, rock and roll and all what you do. Keep on rocking and rolling. Hopefully you get some value from this. At the end of the day, I do want to share the calculator and break down a deal. Most likely will probably be today at 6:30 p.m. So be there, be square. And for sure, tomorrow, I'll be back for Tuesday Deals Day, Wellness Wednesday, Thursday Deal and Field Day, as well as Friday for Friday highlights, and then a Saturday field training, and Sunday for Sunday rants and raids. And then we'll be back for what? Mindset Money Monday. By then, hopefully, we're rocking and rolling. You're already up and running. We're getting in. We're already talking to sellers and all kinds of awesome stuff. Once you come aboard the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, it's going to move fast and quick. So, hang on, right? Just keep on rolling. We'll be there. No man or woman's left behind. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.